Hey everybody, my name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. I wanted to thank you for listening to this episode of The Morning Show. I'm the creator, the producer, and the host of the show. We want you to check out our website. It's themorningshowwithnatalie.com. You can go to that website. You can see all about our sponsors, all about the show. You can even listen to live episodes while they're going on right there from the website. Another way to listen to the show live is go to Live 365. You can download that app and just search for The Morning Show. It's right there. Super easy. We want you to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you will. That way you can keep up with what's going on the morning show. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. My name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. You are listening to The Morning Show, and today is a big day for us. I've been very excited about this. We have some special guests with us, and they are called Chosen Road. Chosen Road consists of Jonathan Buckner, Zachary Alvis, Tyler Robertson, and Josh Hicks. And this morning, we have Jonathan Buckner and Zach Alvis right here with us on The Morning Show. Jonathan and Zach, are you there?
Yeah. How are you, Natalie?
Hey, I'm doing great. I am keyed up about this. I'm a huge fan of Chosen Road. I'm going to let you guys do a lot of talking, but I want to just set this up and just tell you how I came across Chosen Road. It was a kind of a special day for me. It was an absolutely terrible day. One of those days, everything had gone wrong. I was just on the bottom, and all I could do, I came home and I just got out on my swing, and I was just sitting out there trying to catch a glimpse of heaven if I could, just needing a word from the Lord, needing some kind of encouragement. And of course, I was doing what we do nowadays, just scrolling through the fake book. And as I did, I came across a post from Scotty Inman. And Scotty Inman is one of those that I have great respect for. And when Scotty puts out a post and says, hey, you need to listen to these guys, or you need to listen to this album, well, I pay attention to what Scotty Inman says. And on that day, he said, you need to listen to this new album from some friends of mine, their Chosen Road. And this album is Appalachian Hymns. And as I sat out there on that swing, just needing a touch from the Lord that day, I sat out there and I listened to that entire album. And I think I even made a comment on that post, and I said, guys, I've sat here and listened to this entire album, and it has been manna for my soul. It's an incredible album. I know you have several albums. We're going to talk about Appalachian Hymns, if that's okay, but I've talked an awful lot and haven't even given you a word, but I had to tell you that. I wanted to tell you how I came about you, how special you were. So I'm going to be quiet. Jonathan, Zach, I want you to tell us about Chosen Road. How did you guys get started?
Yeah, so I'm glad that we paid Scotty to make that post. It sounds like it paid off.
We listened to Scotty.
No, we love those guys. No, we've been going now. We're in our 13th year of being on the road, sharing the gospel through the music of the Appalachian Mountains that we all call home. And so started out 13 years ago in the hills and hollers of southern West Virginia, singing in local churches and at county fairs, and 13 years later we're still here, and we've been able to share the gospel through song now all around the world, from France to Scotland all the way to Alaska, and just humbled to get to do it. And we're so thankful that our music, that God used our music in your life, Natalie. That's the reason that we do what we do. And that the album Appalachian Hymns, we cut that. A lot of folks, they don't know, we started working on that in 2020, in March of 2020, when we couldn't be on the road because of the pandemic. We couldn't be out touring, and so the only thing that we could do was go into the studio and start making new music. And so really, we made that album at one of the scariest moments in our lives, because we didn't know if we would still be here as a band today. And so that's what in all the feedback that we've heard, people, they say, man, that album, it does so much for us on a spiritual level, and just speaks to our soul on such a deep level. And for us, it was kind of like a prayer journal. We sang songs that brought us hope and brought us encouragement through a very vulnerable time in our lives. So that's how we got started, and that's how Appalachian Hymns came about.
Well, I need to make a confession. I have not always been a huge fan of bluegrass. I wasn't really raised on bluegrass. I was raised on just pure Southern gospel. But here lately, I sure have become a fan of good bluegrass music and just can't seem to get enough of it, really. Chosen Road has played a great role in that. So thank you guys for broadening my horizons and exposing me to some really good bluegrass music. I sure have enjoyed it.
We're in the conversion business in more ways than one.
You're good at it. You're good at it. You made a note about, you said something about it, but I wanted to point this out, that you really have been all over the world singing. I mean, you've been all over the United States, Scotland, France, Ireland. That's a really big deal. I mean, God's using you to taking you to some places that the rest of us probably will never get to go, but he's sending you there. I think you're really worthy. That's incredible, guys.
It's an honor to do it. It's when we started, 13 years ago, we never dreamed. Like I said, we never intended it for it to be a career necessarily. It's just God just opened one door of opportunity after the other for us to continue to share through music. And so Zach, a lot of folks, I say this now, they think I'm joking, but he was 12 years old when we started. He myself and Zach were the two original band members that are left, and he was 12 years old when we started. And how old are you now, Zach?
Hold on, let me think. 25.
25.
Just a baby.
Yeah, so over half of his life, though, he's been on the road.
Yeah,
traveling around the world.
Invested his life. He's invested his whole. Both of you have already invested your life in this.
Yeah, I always. It's funny to think, because I've spent more time here than I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, wow, it's a weird feeling.
And you're really just getting started, Zach. I mean,
Yeah,
there's so
I hope
much
so.
Still to come. You're going to look back in 20 years and go, hey, when I was just 25, we were just at that point. Now look where we are. And it's going to be fun to watch. I'm going to sit back and watch you from a distance and see what happens. Let's take a break here and play one of those songs. I know you've got lots of albums. I just kind of wanted to highlight that new one because I just love it so much. Do you have one in particular that you want me to play this morning from the Appalachian Hymns album?
Yeah, probably the first single that we released was "Be Thou My Vision,"
Okay.
which is what a lot of folks say is the oldest hymn that we have in the English language. Goes back to the 600s. It was originally written by an Irish preacher who was martyred for his faith. So it's a really special song.
Well, I tell you what, let's play that one right now. Let's play the single from the album. It's beautiful. It's breathtakingly beautiful, as a matter of fact. Here's Chosen Road, the single from that new album, Appalachian Hymns. Here's Be Thou My Vision.
Save that thou art, thou my best thought, by day or by night, waking or sleeping, thy presence my light.
Well, that was Be Thou My Vision off of the Appalachian Hymns CD from our special guest this morning, Chosen Road. Wasn't that beautiful? Guys, I wanted to read a quote that I saw on the website. A lot of our listeners, they're going to know who Brother John Hunt is. And I couldn't help but get a little tickled. He has a quote on the website. It says, "Chosen Road is hippopotamously awesome." I'm not sure that I've ever heard it put just that way, but no, if Donnie Hunt says you're hippopotamously awesome, then I say you are too. A couple of words that I just think describe you guys is, one is authentic. And a lot of times you hear a group on a recording, they sound great. It's real orchestrated. There's lots of stacked vocals. There's lots of pitch help. You can tell there's a lot of help on that album, and it sounds incredible. But you know, if you stripped all of that away and you heard them just standing on the porch singing, they might not sound like that. But I have a feeling that Chosen Road, you could take all of that recording stuff away. You could sit out on the front porch with your instruments and you could sing, and it would sound exactly like it does on that album. It would be just that good. It would be just that crispy. It would be just that point on, because that's just your sound. You're just authentic like that. I think it's pure, and I think it's traditional. You take traditional and you just make it magical. And there's a true gift to being able to do that. I know you've been very successful on the bluegrass charts, but I think you should be very successful on the Southern Gospel charts as well. And we're going to try to make that happen. I just think that the whole Southern Gospel industry should wrap you guys up and play Chosen Road. And we're just going to see if we can maybe influence that a little bit. We don't have a whole lot of influence, but what we have, we're going to use it to bring Chosen Road over here on these charts.
Thank you. Yeah, I think, like you said, the authenticity, I believe it was Alison Krauss that said it, that if you just strip bluegrass music away at its most basic forms, it's just wires and wood. It's just simple elements. And like you said, there's just something beautiful to that. I mean, it's, it is just authentic. It's real. And that's it's exactly who we try to be personally too. We are who we are. I mean, me and Jonathan, just a couple guys from West Virginia, and it ain't a whole lot to look at, but we'll give it what we got.
Yeah. Well, I'm super impressed with it. I want to play. I can't pick a favorite off the album. I can't do that, but I do really love. I think it's the first one on the CD. I love "At the Cross," and we play that here on the morning show all the time. We don't do a whole lot of slow songs on the morning show because of the time that it airs. It airs from 6 to 8 in the morning. We're trying to get people going. We're trying to get woke up. We're trying to get stimulated in the morning. So we try not to play a whole lot of slow.
Well, you could always play "Are You Washed in the Blood?"
Hey, we love that one. We love "Nothing But the Blood." We love "At the Cross." There's lots on there that we can play and that we are going to play. And we've already been playing "At the Cross." Tell us a little bit about that one. Who's that? Which one of you like? I'm sure everybody had a favorite that they brought to the table. Who liked "At the Cross"?
We had just we had been doing that for a while before we started on the Hymns album. We're a big fan of the writing of Isaac Watts, who wrote so many great hymns of the faith. And that's probably one of the ones that he's most famous for. And so we've been doing it in our live sets. And so it just kind of found its way onto the album by default. And that's one that we're big on congregational singing. I think that the reason God gave us music was not just for us to entertain people, but for us to sing together as the body of Christ praises to our Creator. And so we really encourage folks to sing along with us. And that's something we try to be a big advocate for, congregational singing in corporate worship. And so that's one that we always enjoy doing. And usually we'll do it when we're out live. We'll do it with all the instruments. Then usually we'll go back and do the chorus again and just have everybody just sing it a cappella, because that's probably the way that a lot of saints would have been singing it. In Appalachia in the 1700s, when that song was written, they wouldn't have had music in the church. They would have just been singing it a cappella. So that's one of our favorite ones. And yeah, so we hope listeners enjoy it.
Well, let's play "At the Cross" this morning. It's a fun one. It kind of gets you going. So here it is, Chosen Road, our special guest this morning. Here's "At the Cross."
My Savior bleed, and did my sovereign die? Would he devote that sacred head for sinners such as I? Was it for at the cross where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am happy all the day. Well might the sun in darkness hide and shut his glories in, when Christ the mighty Maker died for man the creature's sin. Thus might I hide my blushing face while his dear cross appears, dissolve my heart in thankfulness and melt mine eyes to tears. At the cross where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am happy all the day. But drops of grief could ne'er repay the debt of love I owe. Dear Lord, I give myself away. 'Tis all that I can do. At the cross where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. It was there by faith I received my sight, and now I am happy all the day. And now I am happy all the day.
Well, there was At the Cross from that wonderful project. If you don't have the Appalachian Hymns Project from Chosen Road, I'm going to encourage you to stop what you're doing and get that. Jonathan and Zach, can't they get that anywhere music is available? I know I downloaded that from iTunes, but can they get it anywhere?
They can get it anywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, Google. Did I miss any, Zach?
Is it on Pandora?
Oh, it's on Pandora, Amazon.
Probably just
On our
wherever.
website.
On the
our
website.
Preferably. That'd be the best place to get it.
And yeah, go get it on the website. It would probably help them. Look, tell them the website address, because I was going to mention that their website is extremely interesting. You can go to that website and you can read a bio about each of these four guys, and it's really fascinating. Tell us the website, guys.
Yeah,
It's,
so go ahead, Zach.
It's www.chosenroadmusic.com. chosenroadmusic.com, and you can get on there like Natalie said. You can see our tour dates, look at our merch, bios, all kinds of good stuff. And I mean, a big thing is just keeping up with us. We're always trying to keep our tour dates on there, so if we're ever coming near you, come see us, come worship with us. We'd love to have you. We'd love to worship with you.
Hey, we had Jason Crabb on the show last Friday. The Crabbs were our featured artist, and Jason was on. I noticed y'all got a big concert with Jason Crabb coming up in West Virginia. Is that in May?
It is in May.
I don't know the date. They could look on the website, right?
It's on May the 7th.
Well, we have some listeners in West Virginia. We keep up with who's listening to the morning show where, and I know we have some listeners in West Virginia, so we'll do a little plug for that. Who wouldn't want to hear Jason Crabb and Chosen Road together? That would be an amazing concert. I think Mickey Bell's going to be there too, and he's super funny. So to our friends in West Virginia, you make plans in May to go out and meet Chosen Road and go hear them with Jason Crabb and Mickey Bell. That would be awesome. Guys, I want to thank you for spending this Wednesday morning with us and meeting us here on the morning show. We're big fans of you guys.
Thank you, Natalie. We appreciate you all having us so much.
We've had a good time. Don't forget, you have a friend here on the morning show, okay?
Thank you.
We're going to end out with an instrumental number off of that album because these guys are such incredible musicians. Here we go. We're ending out with Send the Light.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.